Hello everyone, and welcome back to another segment of Workshop This. I'm Robyn McClendon. Welcome to my studio, and today I'm going to continue answering a lot of the questions that I get and have gotten over the years on, okay, now I have all these gel prints. What next? What do I do with the papers that I've created? Also, a lot of times we have a lot of mistake gel print stuff that didn't print exactly like we liked. We didn't like them. You don't want to throw them away necessarily because it's got a paint on them or maybe parts of them you like. And what do you do with them? So today I'm going to show you how I would take some basically throwaway photocopies and also things that I gel printed on that just, just didn't work. Or were just sort of scrap test pieces for working on better pieces, etc. And what do I do with them? So first of all, I take and I do what I call rain staining. So I put them out, I put rusted things, and I just keep them in stacks, and they just bleed all over the place. If they've had color in them, that maybe, bled down from another print or something. This is one that has laser prints all over it. You can see it's rusted things. And so I just take these papers and I stick them outside. I live in Arizona, so I can leave them outside for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time, and they don't disintegrate because we don't get that much rain. And I mostly have to do this during the rainy season, so I put stacks out then. But if you live in places where you have a lot of rain, just stick them out for a few days. You don't even have to have them out very long. If it's been a rainy day, leave them out and let it rain, and then don't take them in until you have a good day where they started to dry up. And then if they're not completely dry, bring them in. If it's the winter time, just keep them someplace where you have a heat source, let them completely dry, or you can open up an oven, turn it on low, let them lay. But, just get them dry before you start separating them so they don't tear on you. But this is just all photocopy paper. So let me show you what I would do on the topic of washi tape. Last week we did the washi tape with the masking tape, and we used some stencils and what have you. So how would I turn this into some washi tape that I would use in pages of my art journal? This is my cabinet of curiosities, one that I'm doing this year. We're doing this over on our Saturday YouTube videos. We're just going through, and we're just having fun doing pages at a time, chatting and just creating this amazing just cabinet of curiosity style journal with just lots of stuff in it. So let's talk about how I would do that. So first of all, I'm gonna select a print. So let me select one like this. Here's one that's kind of pretty much done. So this was one that I had put some color on. I was using it just as a an off printing piece, and then I just kind of smoothed the color in. Here was some gold. This was just on an old print, and I came back and I stamped on top of it with my new stamps. And to me, this is a finished piece that I would turn into some washi tape and use it in this journal. So let's take this one, which is very similar to that, and let's get started. So first, I'm gonna pull out my gel plate, and you could do this without the gel plate. You don't have to have it. And let's just go ahead and put a little color down. I'm gonna put some of this Arteza in the QUINACRIDONE gold. I'm sorry, QUINACRIDONE, Arteza, but no, this is Aztec gold. I do have a little QUINACRIDONE in the Holbein fluid acrylic. Let's put that down. So I just want to get a little thin layer. I don't really want it everywhere. So I'm just going to roll up with some dots. I don't want to over print this. So we'll lay it down. And so I just want to keep on adding to the grunge of it. We're just going to get some color down. See, where is my... I want to put a gold down. Thought I had one right here, but for some reason, I don't know what I did with it. I think I cleaned up too well. Let's just I'll do what I have at hand. So I have a little bit of the spray dyes. You know, we've used these. You don't have to use this. Just anything that just kind of gives a thin coating. And all we're doing is just creating grunge. This is just an old, like I said, photocopy. We just want to add some more stuff to it. And just kind of keep on building it up. Now I'll even take in this area here where I'll just take a little bit of the quinacridone and just really kind of just want to give it a grunge and sort of fill in. But I don't want to get rid of all of it, because all of the empty space, because there's good staining on there. We're just kind of bringing a little harmony to the page. So that's pretty good. I love working with the gold, so. But I really want it to look just very random. So we've kind of taken now just a throwaway print just by getting a layer of mono printed things on it, and then the brush marks are really cool to add to it. We've gotten a nice bit of texture down there. Now I'm going to just grab ink pads and I'm just going to kind of stamp in various areas, not trying to get full patterns, just some overstamping in ways that just kind of bring, what this will do, it brings a little continuity to the page while at the same time still keeping it grunge. So that's it. This paper now is ready for me to make washi tape out of. So let's do that now. So I'm going to use a double-sided tape. This is just a very thin double-sided tape. It's not foam on the other side. It's just a thin piece of adhesive on this white background that will release. So let's take, one of the things I like to do before I actually put my tape down is I like to get rid of, if there's any crazy edges, or especially on a photocopy where you have that little white line that comes up to the edge, I normally just get rid of it so that I can just have all information there. This side is good. So let's just go ahead and just lay it right down on the back. And I'll do this edge too. So this double-sided tape, which I'll have links to some Amazon versions of this below. And literally you're just going to take and lay that down and back your print. So I have it on both edges. So, and even, I mean, you could use this whole page as pieces that you could rip up to add to collaging. Just see how quickly we just made some really pretty paper, just grunge style, of course, which is my style. You could, if you don't want grunge, you can just do this in your style. But the idea is nothing's throwaway. I don't throw away anything. I'm constantly figuring out in my studio if I've done something that I sort of feels like a mistake, or that wasn't right. I keep it and then I figure out how I can use it. So this is still ready. If I wanted to in my journal, and I may even do that this coming Saturday, is this could become a page where I'm starting a page in my journal. You know, any bit of this could become like, that's really nice. That works well. The gray with this works well with this page. So, you know, this is a place I could begin by collaging on this page in my cabinet of curiosities. But let's find a place to put this tape, because this is what the finished tape looks like. I mean, look how cool is that? It's just ready to go. Some good stuff, just bits and pieces. So let's see, where would I put this? Just kind of look for a space that I could actually tack something else in. Oh, how about right here? Let's do something right here. And I have, this is a flip out, and I have some gold going on right there. So let me just find a little bit of, this is good because it's still neutral, but I can add it in right in here. So you can literally tear this. So if I want it right there, I can tear it because this backing is like a plastic paper, you know. So you can literally tear it, still keep that strip. Tear this top bit because I want it to be a little bit more irregular line. And then just pull the backing off. So you leave the backing on until you're ready to use it. Peel that off. And then just find the perfect place to put here in my journal. So I just add a little extra something right there. And it's something that I made very quickly from some throwaway prints that, you know, photocopies. It just didn't work out. I stained them outside, just threw them out. Then I use them as pages in my book. You saw we just did some really quick grunge overprinting and with paint and using the plate and the paintbrush. You can just use the plate. You can just use a paintbrush. Doesn't matter. And then just a little over stamping. So whatever stamps you have that will just add sort of an overall kind of pattern, use that. And then create these amazing strips. And then just have them ready to go when you're ready to start, you know, working in your mixed media projects. And I love that. That just added a nice little bit to this page. But because it's very painterly, you know, you can see the brush marking on it. It's a little bit of text that works in with the text here. It just adds that extra dimension to our work. And yet it still speaks, you know, all, you know, Robyn in this case. So in your case, it'd be all whatever your particular aesthetic is. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to take throwaway paper. Go grab that paper off the trash right now, because I know you just threw some away. Grab it out, stain it, and print on it, stamp on it, get your double-sided tape, and make your own washi tape. All right, until next week, from my studio to yours, please comment below. Let me know any questions you have, anything you'd like for me to cover. And yep, and until next week, lots of love and happy creating. Bye-bye.